you doing here?
Well, we've heard that there's super powerful nutrients hiding in there.
Well, that's true. There are amazing superpower nutrients hiding in there, and they're just waiting for us to release them. Let's show everyone how.
Let's do it. You know, there is so much today, you guys, they actually call it food science. And what we're going to do, we have found some amazing experts that we're going to link you to show you all of the data that backs this up. But we just look at it like we're taking our cooking to a whole new level of fun. We're going to show you the tricks and the hacks to get those superpower ingredients released and in our bodies.
Excellent.
Yeah.
Let's get to it.
Let's get to it. Okay, guys, and just a little bit about this topic, you know, selection of your produce. If at all possible, choose organic. That way you know it's going to have as few pesticides as possible. And also organic produce has been shown to have a lot more nutrient value. Another thing that I wanted to share briefly, and I'm going to have a link to this in our show notes, is that if you can have something that's grown with regenerative farming, it just really can make a big difference to the nutrient content of your foods. If you're not familiar with regenerative farming, please do look at the link so that you can learn a little bit about it. Basically, it allows us to take soils that have been just terribly depleted by traditional farming practices over the past 100 years and really go back to the way things used to be and the way that we used to plant and grow things. And it just makes such a difference. We can take soils that have really basically no value left and turn them around again.
Hey there, friends. Welcome back to Choose Better Every Day.
We're the Pep Squad. We are here to cheer you on with easy tips to help you boost your health. I'm Patty.
I'm Edie.
And I'm Pam. And we're three besties that decided it was time to start to improve our health. So as we dug into all the data and the research, we kind of thought we knew a lot about these things, ways to get better and feel better. We were wrong. There is so much new data out there and so many tricks and tips and hacks that we felt like we have to share it with people. We can't keep it a secret any longer. So we're sharing it with all of our friends. That's you guys.
So let's get started.
Chopper broccoli! Washing your produce is key. We've got easy DIY cleaning solutions using vinegar and baking soda that you can find on Pinterest. Or for a quick and convenient option, we love Young Living's fruit and veggie wash. It's natural, easy to use, and it works great.
So let's start with broccoli. Chopping it 40 minutes before the cooking time results in the highest sulforaphane levels. Sulforaphane is a naturally occurring plant compound that's found in cruciferous vegetables such as broccoli, Brussels sprouts, cauliflower, and kale. It has a multitude of antioxidant properties and is linked to fighting cancer. If you don't have a lot of time for that, you could add a 1/4 teaspoon of mustard seed powder and increase your sulforaphane levels by 4 times.
Okay, guys, we were talking about broccoli and all its preparation. I wanted to pass along another tip because a lot of this is about little tips and things that we've learned along the way that we think are little known tips, and we want to share them with you guys. One thing is that I've learned the best part of the broccoli isn't the little florets. A lot of times we do the little florets thinking that's the only thing to use and discard the rest. No, not at all. I learned from Julia Child that what you want to do is the best part is this stem. It looks kind of gnarly, but I'm telling you, you peel this, the gold of the broccoli is inside that stem. That's the best part to eat of all. And wanted to share with you guys where we kind of saw some of the stuff that made us feel like it really takes cooking to a whole new level. It was when I was watching a YouTube video, which we have the link to that below, with Dr. Casey Means. She's a physician. We've talked about her on previous episodes, but she's amazing. She wrote the book Good Energy. But on this video, she was cooking a brunch and she was talking about all the different processes and steps, like the chopping of the broccoli and these other things and how they're prepared. And if you do certain things the right way, it makes all the difference in the quality of the nutrition for your body. It was really exciting to watch, and I would really like you guys to take a look at the link to that, her video, share it with your kids. If you have trouble getting the kids maybe to eat the veggies or maybe help you in the kitchen, I think it would kind of help with all of that. She makes it all very fun.
Garlic lovers, did you know that if you chop or crush your garlic 10 minutes ahead of time and let it rest before heating, that it will boost the allicin levels, and that's related to heart health and immunity?
Great. And next, how about mushrooms? Mushrooms are becoming really a king of the nutrients in the kitchen. More and more people are starting to cook with them and realizing that there's all kinds of varieties and they have all kinds of wonderful nutrient properties. But did you know that there's a little trick that you can do with your mushrooms that can increase the vitamin D levels in it by 400 times compared to how they come to you first in the store? Here's all you have to do, guys, is you just put them out on a little platter and you set them in the sun. Set them in the sun for about an hour, up to 2 or 3 hours in the sun, and that boosts the vitamin D. So think about, we've always heard that mushrooms are kind of like a sponge. Well, they are. In this case, they're actually taking in the vitamin D from the sun. And once you have done that, then you can bring them back inside and put them into some proper storage containers. And they actually say it's best to put your mushrooms into like a paper bag and put that in the refrigerator. But it will retain that beautiful boost of vitamin D that you've given it in by being in the sun until you're ready to cook it over the next few days.
Carrots are next. Did you know you should always cook your carrots whole before slicing to get better absorption of nutrients? And tomatoes, you always want to pair with olive oil for better absorption of lycopene, which is great for heart health.
Well, and you know what? You guys think about how many cultures do a little bit of olive oil as they're cooking tomatoes. Isn't that interesting? It happens to be the best thing they could do to bring out all the nutrients. Wow, very cool.
Now for leafy greens, adding a squeeze of lemon or a splash of vinegar helps your body absorb the iron. And to store them, use a damp paper towel, making sure that it's bleach-free or bamboo.
Let's talk fruit. Berries will last longer when they're rinsed with vinegar and water. 1 part vinegar, 3 parts water. Just make sure to dry them well before storing.
And then, you know, we all want our bananas to last a little bit longer. And we are kind of anti-plastic on this channel, but this is one time that plastic is okay. You wrap the stems of the bananas in plastic. It keeps it longer because, of course, you're going to be peeling all of that part away before you consume the banana anyway. And then apples. Now, apples are really interesting. If you store them with other things, the ethylene gas in the apples can cause other things to over-ripen. So most of the time, we don't want to store apples with our other produce because it will cause them to over-ripen. However, let's say you have an avocado that's just hard as a rock and you want to have your avocado in the next day or so. You can put it in a bag with an apple and use that ethylene gas as a benefit to help you in that case to ripen things. But just keep in mind, you want to just be cautious with the apples. They can be your friend, or they can maybe make you have to go to the store right away again.
Now for your citrus fruits, if you roll them on the counter before cutting into them, it produces more juice. Make sure you store your avocados, your cut avocados, with the pit in them, or you can brush them with lemon juice to keep them from browning.
Okay, now before we wrap things up, just wanted to let you know, as we were talking about chopping up the broccoli, that same thing goes actually for all cruciferous vegetables. So those are going to be like kale, that's going to be your cauliflower, bok choy, cabbage, Brussels sprouts, all those kinds of things. The same thing goes. But there's one little powerhouse that we're all fighting over all the time here, and that is broccoli sprouts. Oh, God.
They're fabulous.
They're fabulous.
So
we love them. Almost has like a little taste of like a radish.
Mm-hmm.
They're so delicious. And you can grow them at home yourself. We'll show you some little photos of us growing them here at home. And we're not farmers. we did it really well. There's a doctor that we're going to link you to, Dr. Rhonda Patrick, that talks all about the broccoli sprouts. And I'll tell you what, you guys are definitely probably going to want to grow these at home. It's so much easier than going to buy them at the store every few days and a lot less expensive. They are super, super, super powerhouses of the sulforaphane, that tremendous antioxidant that's so helpful for us. So I put this on top of my salads, put lots of it. I'll put it on a sandwich, a hamburger, a wrap of any kind. They're just delicious and addictive. In fact, as we're sitting here and picking at these and eating these, the same thing happened when we brought them to work. Everybody was like gulping them down. They're just delicious. So do yourself a favor and try those and watch the video that Rhonda Patrick has about broccoli sprouts. I guarantee you, you're going to want to eat them too.
Okay, everybody, that's a wrap for today's hacks. Thank you so much for joining us. We want to let you know we're going to link down below a free printable list of all the vegetable hacks that we provided today, with a lot more that we weren't able to talk about. So make sure you print it. It'll go great on your fridge.
Exactly. And you know, if you enjoyed these tips and you enjoyed some of the things that we gave you today, please do us a favor. If you would like this and subscribe to our channel, we want to give you so much more. This is just the tip of the iceberg. We are going to bring you new fun things every single week. Things that are little known out there in the world. That's why we're doing this channel. There are so many things out there that we can do to make better choices and really improve the quality of our life. Let's do this together.
See you next time. Woohoo! Nutrients.
Preserve the nutrients. Lycopene, lycopene.
Of lycopene. Chubby broccoli. Right.
Her brain can't handle that right now.
I don't think so. Let's talk fruit.
Fruit! Did you say fruit?
Okay.
Yeah, you're supposed to be saying that says
Okay.
Pam.